In this module, you're going to learn my advanced strategies for analyzing your individual creative tests, what reports you need to build to gather broader insights, and also learn how to present this important data to your clients and your team. I know that there is a ton to consider when thinking about your reporting and your analytics. This is why I created a small cheat sheet for you and your team to use so that you can make sure that you're hitting all your bases and why you're hitting them. So let's take a quick look at that. Now, I'm not going to go through every single one, but you can see here's the creative reporting workflow. And we have data here, which means this is like the overall bucket of data that we want to zoom in on. And then we have the criteria. So, is this going to be per platform? What type of data and metrics are we zooming on specifically? And then we have the source. So is this coming from Ads Manager, Triple Whale, Northbeam? Where is this coming from? And then also how you're going to utilize that data. So I always like to look at overall performance metrics, for instance. And here we're going to be looking at this per platform. And I'm going to be zooming in, particularly for retros, on the last 30 days, and also going to be cross-analyzing that with the previous 30 days from that as well. And here we're going to be looking at spend, purchases, CPA, ROAS, click-through rate, hook, hold, average video watch time, frequency. And the source that we're pulling that data from, right, is Ads Manager, Motion, Triple Whale. And then how do we use this data, right? So we're using this to reveal big picture trends per platform and also to contextualize individual creative tests. So, okay, we have these top performers and we have this overall performance, right? How are the individual creative tests fitting into that story? And I also really like to start there because that kind of sets the stage for this deeper data-driven analysis, right? But we have a few different things here. I also like to provide comparison performance metrics for my teams. So we'll be looking at a lot of those same metrics, but comparing them to other benchmark metrics in Varos. And I also detail, how we're really utilizing that data. So you can go down this list and see what type of reports that I'm running for my brands at any given time. And I think really though, the most important thing is how we would be utilizing those tests. So feel free to go through this worksheet, maybe duplicate it, add in your own theory and your own approach for how you're approaching your reporting. But I will say this creative reporting workflow helped my teams a lot in thinking about how they're approaching their overall data and analytics. So as long as you have something like this, maybe have like an SOP for it in your Notion or whatever, I find that tends to help a lot, especially if you're leading a team. All right, let's dive into these lessons.